everyone, I hope you're all doing really well. Welcome back to another weekly vlog. I feel like I'm really trying to find my own little swing with these weekly vlogs because it's quite a commitment picking your camera up and filming your full week, I'm not going to lie, and I'm not going to sing my praises too much because I know that the last weekly vlog that I posted was like 2 days worth of footage, so I don't know if that really counts as a weekly vlog, but I'm going to count it anyway because we're just getting into the swing of things. I feel like filming your whole week is quite a task, especially when this is me, and I just showed you as well my coffee literally from like 8 hours ago that I haven't took downstairs. But this is literally me most of the time, I'm not gonna lie. So filming me slumped over my laptop getting work done isn't really the most exciting thing, which is why I don't do it, which is why I've been struggling to do it a full week. But this week I'm gonna try and hold myself accountable and film a full week, even though we've missed Monday. It's 4:25 on Monday. Sam has just finished up work. He was working from home this morning as well, all day. He's gone for a sauna, but I've just got a few work bits to finish. So I didn't join him today, but once he's back, I'll get dinner sorted and then we can just chill out. But I like to sort of round up work for the day and finish everything completely so that I'm not like, it's not lingering in the back of my head and I'm on my phone doing worky bits. I feel like when you work like I do, obviously from home, on my phone and my laptop, it can really like trickle into the evening if you're not careful. So I like to just set my boundaries, get my work done and finish it, and then I can just switch off. But yeah, we've had a really nice chilled out, relaxing weekend. I keep seeing these TikToks. I don't know if anyone else has seen them because Sam didn't have a clue what I was on about. But I keep seeing this girl on TikTok and she calls them ROT days, like R-O-T days. And it's basically a day where you eat what you want, like you eat all the junk food, you watch what you want, like if you want to sit and watch rubbish TV, you don't go on your laptop, you don't go on your phone, you don't check anything to do with work, you literally just switch off and do what you want and rot, as she calls it. And it's like a little mini trend, I think, because I've seen quite a few of them. And it's kind of what me and Sam did this weekend. We literally went to the shops, stocked up on all of the junk food. We haven't done that in so long. We've been so disciplined with our eating. So we got a pick and mix, we got pizzas, and we just had like a really chilled out weekend. And I switched off my emails. I literally tried to have a bit of a detox from work and just sort of like reset myself so I was ready for this week because I've got such a busy week. I think I mentioned this on my last video. I'm trying to be like very strict with my weekends just because I feel like work really trickles into the evenings and the weekends and it can leave me feeling really unmotivated and like I lose all my creativity and my spark just goes for work, so I try to be really just disciplined with that. But yeah, I thought I would pick up the camera and try and do another weekly vlog this week. I'm going to try and do it a full week. We haven't really got much planned. It is quite a worky week, but I want to switch up. I want to go and have a Starbucks work morning because that's something that I try and stick to. Like working from home, I think it's so important to switch up your environment sometimes. I feel like it has such a huge impact on your work, or it does me anyway. So we'll have a little Starbucks work day.
Have you been busy? Well, I've been working all day. Yeah.
I don't know if it's going to be cooked, but I'm going to try it.
Yeah? Actually good or?
Morning guys, it's now the next day. Lola is just having her little dentist stick. I just taken her out for a walk. It was quite a fresh morning again this morning, even though it's been really warm and sunny, and last night it was so hot we literally had to sleep with the fan on and I was like literally outside of the duvets sweating. But it's quite a fresh morning, but I think it's going to be really sunny again today. I think me and Sam are going to have a barbecue tonight or tomorrow. I'm going to do the Tesco shop, probably tomorrow or the next day actually. I'm going to do an online Tesco shop and get some barbecue bits in because we've only been able to have one barbecue this year, I think, one or two. in the whole summer. That's all we've been able to have, and our barbecue is out there just waiting to be used. So we said we might as well, this is probably the last chance that we're going to have one, so I'm going to get some barbecue bits, and we'll probably get all the cushions out on our little lounger, because again, we've only brought the cushions out and sat on there once or twice this summer. That's how bad the weather has been. Usually we're out there all the time. I know our lawn is an absolute state. I feel like this is one of the things with getting a new build. The grass, I know that's a bit of an excuse for us not looking after our garden, but all of this is just clovers and weeds, and it's just covered in weeds. Like, the turf that they put down is obviously not great, but I'm just making myself a coffee now. I'm then going to do our online Tesco shop, and then crack on with some work basically for the rest of the day. It is definitely a good coffee day. Look at that. That is literally perfect. I've just finished a couple hours of work, and I'm going to make myself some brunch. I don't even need to tell you what I'm making for my brunch these days, because you can probably guess. I'm making my pancakes. I've been so busy this morning trying to get everything done on my laptop, so I'm just going to take a bit of a breather and a bit of a break. I think I might even sit outside and have my brunch, because the sun is shining now. There literally is not a cloud in the sky. I actually didn't make pancakes because Sam used the last of the eggs this morning, but I just remembered I always used to make this. I'll show you. It's literally like a healthy, I mean, I'm not getting points for presentation for that, but it's like a healthy cookie dough. It's basically oats, banana, a bit of milk, and I use a little bit of honey just to sweeten it. Blend it up into like a cake batter and microwave it for a few seconds, well, probably like 30 seconds, and it goes like a little cookie dough texture. So I'm going to eat this now in the sunshine, I think. So we've gone from decorating for autumn to getting the outdoor cushions out on the furniture, which literally never happens. So as I said earlier, we've literally done that probably once this whole summer, and then as soon as I get my pumpkins out, it decides to be glorious sunshine. So I'm going to try and make the most of it. I've had a little bit of a spruce up in the garden this morning. I pulled out some weeds and I've like jetted all the furniture down. This is lunch today, and if you haven't tried this like piri piri Nando's knockoff sauce from Lidl, honestly give it a try. I actually prefer it to the original. It's like really vinegary, which sounds weird, but I love my vinegar. It's so good. So I'm gonna smother my chicken and rice in that. So it is now quite a bit later on. I think it's about 4:30. Sam's just got in from work and he's headed straight out to go on a run, because he literally loves running when it's sunny outside, and the sun is still beaming. Honestly, I have been sprawled out on the sofa all day with the fan on me, with my laptop on my lap, just working away. I've been so busy with, I call it my main job, which is my social media management job. Obviously content creation, I say obviously, it's not obvious, but again, my pause word. A big chunk of my work is now content creation, whether that's on YouTube now or TikTok. That is a huge part of it, but I call my social media management job my main job because it's more like a conventional job, and it's probably where I spend my most time. So one of my biggest clients is actually, for anybody who cares, I'm just brain dumping right now, but I just thought I'd bring you up to speed and sort of give you the down low on why I've been so busy this week so far already, and it's only Tuesday, because I'm fully aware that this is a weekly vlog and we've not really done much yet. It's just been me moaning how much work I've had to do, and that I've been slumped over my laptop working and not really showing you much on here. So I thought I'd just give you a bit of a kind of like backstory of that. So one of my biggest clients for my social media management is the UK's leading provider of facial aesthetic training, so Botox, fillers, like non-surgical treatments. They are one of the UK's leading providers of training for that, for nurses, doctors, dentists. So basically like medical professionals who want to train in injecting fillers and Botox, they go to my client and they do courses and stuff like that. So it's a really interesting line of work. I've learned so much about the field and the industry, and I really do enjoy it. I've just noticed behind me is a pair of Sam's boxers, so I've just quickly swiped them into the wash bin. But yeah, anyway, the news you might have seen, or you may have not, maybe it's just because I'm working within that industry that it's such a big thing, that the UK government have started to get the ball rolling on changing some of the regs and the rules around who can administer Botox and where from. But I'm not going to get into too much detail, but basically that's why I've been so busy on my laptop working away, and it's kind of been a last minute thing because obviously it came out as breaking news. So it's been head down in my laptop, typing away, getting bits done, putting some posts together and kind of linking it in with our marketing and our social media strategy. So that's been me the past 2 days, which is why we've not really been up to much, and been up to much that's much fun anyway for me to show you on here, because as I say, as I've said 1,000 times in this vlog I think, it has been me slumped over my laptop typing away. I've been a little laptop zombie. So tomorrow onwards we should be doing more, we should be getting up to a little bit more in this weekly vlog. I'm going to go and have either a Starbucks morning with my laptop, or we're going to go and get a Starbucks. I've got a couple of returns to make and I've got a few vintage parcels to drop off, which again has been slipping behind because I've been so busy, and because me and Sam share the car. He's been at work today, so I've not had the car, and to trek with all of those vintage parcels would have been a mission in this heat. So yeah, I need to do that tomorrow. So we're going to get out and about tomorrow and I'll bring you with me. Obviously, I am not going to lie, I am gagging to get into Primark to have a look around at the autumn stuff, because I am a jumper girl through and through. Like honestly, the first thing I grab in the morning when I'm getting dressed is a jumper, even if it's like this outside. I'm just a jumper and sweatshirt girl. Like that is probably my favourite piece of clothing ever, which probably makes me sound like such a basic gal, but I just love a jumper. I love knitwear, I love like big comfy sweatshirts, and I've been seeing everywhere on TikTok people getting the nicest autumny pieces from Primark, which I know the weather's not giving that vibe at the moment, but I really want to go and see, because I know in Primark things don't stay in there for very long. So if you see something that you like, you've got to grab it. And I've also seen, you've probably seen it as well if you're on Primark TikTok like I am, the most gorgeous little boucle teddy bear bag, and I really want it. So maybe tomorrow we can have a little quick mooch in Primark and grab a coffee. So yeah, that's pretty much the lowdown of the last couple of days. I really apologise if this has been such a boring vlog so far. I did say I'm trying my best to get into the swing of like weekly vlogging, but when you've got all of this, I don't want to seem like I'm moaning. I feel like I always moan about my workload, and I really don't want to come across that way, because I am so blessed and so grateful to have pretty much my dream job. But at the moment I'm trying to juggle like 3 different full-time jobs, like YouTube, TikTok, and then obviously my social media management, which is such a demanding and time-consuming job. Again, not moaning, because I absolutely love it, and for me the pros outweigh the cons. They're not really cons, it's just like time management. There's only one of me and I can only be so many places at once. So I'm just kind of learning the swing of things of like time management, being self-employed. Obviously, like when you take time off, which is what I've been doing quite a lot of recently, because obviously it's been the summer, we've had holidays, I've had weekends away, which again, so blessed to have those. But when you take time off, you come back, it's you picking up from where you left off. Like nothing's done obviously in that time that you're away, so I kind of have to prepare for any time off, and then when I come back it's always like 101 miles an hour trying to catch up with everything. But we're getting there, we're learning to like get in the swing of things. But Sam's going to be back from his run shortly, any minute now. I need to just take a breath and take a sip of water. I feel like I've just word vomited all over you right now. Yeah, Sam's going to be back from his run, so I'm going to have a cold shower, I think. I'm going to have a cold shower. I need to scrub off all of my old fake tan because we're giving off tiger bread right now. I was going to sit in the bath because I find that's the best way to get tan off without scrubbing your skin until it's red raw. But I just cannot face sitting in a hot bath right now. So I think I'm going to have a nice cold shower. I'm going to do my skincare because my skin's feeling a bit greasy. And then get changed into some nice, fresh, clean, loose PJs and start cooking dinner. Morning guys, it is now the next day. We're on Wednesday now. I've got myself up, washed and straightened my hair, which feels amazing. I haven't straightened my hair in such a long time. I'm usually a curly girl, but we've gone for straight today. I fancied mixing it up a little bit. Yeah, I've dropped Sam at work, which, can I just say, I was thinking when I was dropping Sam off this morning, because it was school runs again. Obviously, it's been summer holidays, so I've not really noticed it, but to any parents that have to face that school run every morning, literally hats off to you, because it is manic enough just trying to drive through it. I can't imagine having to deal with that every single morning, so credit to you all. You literally deserve a medal. I think it every time. I'm like, can you actually imagine doing this every single day? I know, like, hopefully one day I will be doing that, but oh my god, honestly, just looking at it fills me with stress. I'm not gonna lie, it's literally manic. Everyone's running everywhere, there's literally cars everywhere, kids everywhere. It just, I don't do well in stressful situations like that. So to any parents out there that do the school run, I am in awe of you. But anyway, I am currently on my way into town. We're going to have a fun little morning together. I mentioned this yesterday. I want to pop into Primark. I've got a few parcels that I've got to drop off, some vintage parcels that need shipping. So I'm going to do that. We're also going to stop into Starbucks on the way home, I think. I need to get a few laptop bits done, so I thought that we could have a little Starbucks work morning. Just quite a chilled day, to be fair. This weekend I was actually sort of debating whether to go into Primark or not, and I feel like I should make the most of the flexibility of my work and the fact that I can like choose my own hours and sort of utilise quiet weekday mornings in Primark, because it seems a bit silly me going to Primark at the busiest time when I can go pretty much whenever I want, because I can work the hours that I want, if that makes sense. That sounded really cocky, but you know what I mean. Like, so I've saved it for this morning, so I'm really excited to go and have a look, because I keep seeing people getting the nicest bits and I want to grab myself some autumn stuff. I feel like this morning, I don't know if you can see out the windows, it's really gloomy and cloudy. It was really foggy this morning as well, like really foggy. Like when I looked out the window when I woke up, you couldn't see like probably like 3 or 4 metres beyond, if that makes sense. But it's still quite muggy and warm. So I've got a little stretchy Primark 2-piece on. Just with this shirt thrown over because I'm really stuffy. You know when you wake up feeling warm and muggy? For me, the rest of the day I feel really like and hot and sweaty, so I've gone for quite a loose, comfy outfit. Is there any surprises there? I don't think so. So yeah, I'll probably catch up with you when we get to Primark, try and like the camera if there's some bits worth doing that for. But the mission today in Primark is to get that boucle teddy bear bag that I'm seeing everywhere. I really hope they've still got it in because I really want it. It's just such a me bag. Like when I saw it on someone's TikTok, I was like, I need that bag because I will be rinsing that the whole autumn and winter this year. So we're on the hunt for the boucle teddy bear bag. Got a few bits to try on in the Primark changing room. There wasn't that much, but I have found my boucle bag, which I'm so excited about. But this is one of the jumpers that I've tried on. Obviously wouldn't wear it with this outfit, so it's quite hard to tell if I like it, but I think I do. And it's got loads of holes in it, so I think it might be a nice transitional piece as we're going into autumn. Also found a couple of nice jumpers that were folded up on the tables, so it was hard to see what they were like, but I managed to find this one which I really like as well, which I'm going to try on next. This jumper was in the gym section So it was quite a random find, but I really like it with some like leggings if I'm just chilling at home, or maybe some joggers or something, and it's really nice and soft. This is the last jumper that I'm trying on. I quite like it. I really like the colour in it. It's really nice and soft. I quite like this collar as well, but it's kind of giving granddad vibes, but I quite like it, and it's just nice and cosy to throw on in the colder months. Obviously not going to be wearing this with cycling shorts. I've not really chosen the right outfit to be trying jumpers on. I really like this. Have just pulled up to Starbucks on the way home for a couple of hours of work. I did actually manage to pick a few bits up from Primark, so we've got a mini haul when we get back. Okay, so I've been back an hour and a half. Just been filming some content for a brand, and I wanted to show you what I was filming because I absolutely love these products. They're absolutely gorgeous, and we've also got our Primark bag sat here, and I'm going to show you what I got in Primark as well, but I wanted to quickly just show you this for anyone who might be interested because they are gorgeous. I'm working with this brand on their social media and for some content for them, so I've just been filming with this. It's basically Apple Watch straps, but look how gorgeous they are. It's like a proper like crocodile skin leather, and I got to choose a couple. So these are obviously straps I would choose myself. They had so many different styles. This isn't an ad, I'm not working with them on an ad, but I just wanted to show anyone that has an Apple Watch because I think it's such a cool idea if you want to change your strap. I absolutely love crocodile skin, like croc print skin. I absolutely love it, so this is definitely a favourite of mine, and I think that would just make your Apple Watch look so trendy and stylish and match it with any of your outfits, and all the hardware is really good quality. Absolutely love that one, and they come in really nice boxes as well, so I'm actually going to bear this brand in mind for Christmas because I think that would make such a lovely Christmas gift, and it comes in this nice little box and everything. And then the other one I picked was like a more casual style, which I'd wear like every day, so like for the gym, running around doing errands. I feel like this one would go well with like a more casual outfit. But how gorgeous. I love the fabric on that. It's like a nylon thick strap, so for anyone who's got an Apple Watch who wants to switch it up, this is the brand name, if you can see it, Longvedon. They do really nice styles and really nice colours on there. So I thought I'd just quickly let anyone know for anybody who's got an Apple Watch and wants to switch it up. But anyway, what we're here for, the Primark haul. It's only a mini Primark haul. And I do this every time when I go into Primark. I show you what I'm trying on in the shop. So a lot of this won't be a surprise to you. But the main attraction, why we went into Primark today, what I was banging on about in the car for about 10 minutes, is this bag. Look how cute she is. I'm sorry, I'm absolutely obsessed. Is that sunlight going to be really annoying? Let me just shut the blinds quickly. Is that a bit better? I feel like that sunlight was a bit blinding. But anyway, back to the bag. It's like this gorgeous teddy boucle fabric. It's so soft and squidgy. I feel like I'm just going to be sat cuddling this bag. She's gorgeous. She's absolutely gorgeous. And I've got a coat as well with the same sort of lining, so I think it's going to match really well for like the colder months. It does actually come with a long strap. I didn't realise when I was paying for it, the woman at the till said, oh, I love this bag and it comes with a really nice long strap inside. I don't think I'd put the long strap on it just because I feel like the leather kind of ruins the teddy bear boucle vibes. I was kind of hoping that the strap would be the same fabric, but it's not, it's leather. But I think it's nice enough without the long strap. But how cute is she? And underneath your arm as well, just feels so nice and squidgy and comfy. Absolutely obsessed. I think she was £10, and I actually had a bit of luck with this because as I was coming down the escalators, I spotted it, and it was the last one of this colour because it was on a rack of black, and there was probably about 20 black ones and just this one on the very end, so I literally sprinted to her and was definitely grabbing her because I've wanted it for ages, and I'm so glad I managed to get one. So if you want one of these, head out and grab it ASAP because I don't know how long they'll be around for. That's why I wanted to go and grab one, because I keep seeing people on TikTok with one, and I had serious FOMO because I am in love with that bag. next thing we picked up, so slippers. I used to be a slipper stan, like I would not be without slippers. When we used to live at Sam's mum and dad's, they had like a tiled floor. I don't know why this has become like a really long depthy story, but they had a tiled floor and it was freezing cold. So every time we'd be downstairs, I'd be in slippers, and my dad bought me some UGG slippers. I think they're here actually for one of my birthdays. I can't believe I'm about to out myself and show you the state of these slippers, but they're UGG, so I was obviously going to wear them to the absolute ground. But look at the state of them. Like, that's literally the bare leather down there. I've worn them down to the bare leather. Like, they have got their use. Look at the colour of them as well. They're meant to be like a pink colour. They are now a grey. But I absolutely love these and I lived in them. These need to go in the bin now. I just can't bring myself to throw UGG slippers away. I've not worn them in months just because they're not really comfy anymore because they've been worn down so much. But my dad bought me these for my birthday years ago. Probably like, I don't know, my 21st birthday, so probably like 4 or 5 years ago. But since then, my mum's bought me, she bought me another pair of UGG slippers actually. I don't think they're up here, but they're like the fluffy UGG slippers with the elastic strap around the back, and they've got like a rubber hard sole. I don't know if you'll know the ones I'm talking about. It's the different UGG branding where it's like big capital letters around the ankle strap. It's like an elastic strap, and I love those, don't get me wrong, I do wear them and they are really comfy, but they're more of an effort to put, this is going to sound ridiculous, but they're more of an effort to put on. Do you know what I mean? Like, I can't really just slip my foot in them. I have been slipping my foot in them, but they're like a platform, so it feels like you're wearing a shoe almost. Like, I'll often wear them when I'm like pottering around in the garden or something like that. So I wanted a pair of like cheap slippers that I could just fling my feet into and slip on like in the morning when I'm half asleep, and I don't have to do like the elastic strap around the back of my foot. So I saw these, they were only £6 and they are so soft, and it's the same fabric here in the inside as on the outside, because I find in Primark and a lot of other shops you'll feel like pyjamas and stuff like that, and they're such comfy soft fabric fur on the outside, and then the inside it's lined with a different fabric that's not as comfy. And I always think, like, why do they do that? Why don't they put the nice soft furry fabric on the inside where you want it, where it's touching your skin? But these are actually the same fabric on the inside as on the outside, and they are so soft. I could literally stand here and just stroke them forever. I know they probably won't stay like that because they were £6, but they're just really easy for me to fling my feet in the morning, so my feet are nice and toasty, because we've got tiled flooring in the kitchen now as well. So often in the winter you need a little something on your feet because we don't have underfloor heating, so the tiles can get really cold. And then the rest of the haul, I'm pretty sure I showed you in the changing rooms and showed you a little try on. So if you want to see what these look like on, then just rewind a bit, because I did do a little mini try on. I do actually want to try these on with some jeans and stuff, because obviously I had my cycling shorts on today, so we didn't really get the full effect. But this one, I was actually surprised with this one. So you know in Primark they have like the tables where everything's folded, like how they display the pyjamas. There was a massive table of jumpers that were folded up, and usually I don't really like the stuff that's on those tables. Usually it's like quite basic stuff, like you don't really find any gems there. Like usually they hang the nicer stuff up. Usually they're like thin, do you know what I mean? Usually they're just like thin basic jumpers. Maybe if you're working in the office or something like that, they're not really the jumpers that I'd really go for necessarily. But I found these, and the only reason I picked this up was because I saw the collar on it, and I thought, oh, and I saw the neckline as well, and I thought that's not a usual like table jumper. Do you know what I mean? So I picked it up, and it was this V-neck, really nice colour. It's like a Marley oyster colour, my favourite type of colour. And yeah, I tried this on and I love this. I did show you in the change rooms, I'm pretty sure I did. It's kind of giving granddad vibes, but I'm here for it, and I love a snuggly knitwear jumper. This was £13 and I got it in an extra small, so it's like a little bit oversized, because usually in Primark I'm an extra small because I'm like a 4. But this fits me quite nicely. It's quite oversized, and I thought with like a nice little vest top underneath, it would just be like a winter staple. I don't know why I'm showing you these again, because I've showed you in the changing rooms. I do this every time. This is what I was saying earlier. I show you in the changing rooms and then is it a surprise that I bought them? This one, crop jumper. Also, I always feel a bit funny talking in changing rooms because they're always like silent. You could literally hear a pin drop. So whacking my camera out and being like, yeah, this is what I've got today, like, but it just it just feels unnatural in a silent changing room. So I can give you a bit more of the down low on these items now because I was like half whispering earlier, so we can just chat about them. But this jumper, I found it in the gym section. I quite like Primark gym wear. I have tried a few bits on before and they've not really fitted me and they haven't been that great, but I have got a couple of pieces of Primark gym wear because they do have the odd thing that's really nice, like the unitards, the bra, the sports bras and things like that. And then I saw this today. It's just like a plain cropped sweatshirt, but it's really thick and I quite liked the simplicity of that little white stripe. They did do the matching tracky bottoms, did not like those at all. For me personally, not a vibe, didn't like them, so I just got the jumper and I thought this would like either a pair of joggers or some leggings. It's just like a comfy work from home little top. I got this in a size extra small and it was £11, which I thought was quite reasonable. So I can never have enough of these sweatshirts. I am a sweatshirt stan. Like I said earlier, I'm a sweatshirt girl. Like even in warm weather I gravitate towards a sweatshirt, and working from home as well, it's just comfy. It's like I live in comfies every day, so can never have too many comfies. And then this is the last thing. Again, I showed you this in the changing room, so it's not going to be a surprise that I bought it. I sized up in this one again and got an extra small instead of an extra small, just because I did try the extra small. I hate saying that, extra small. But it was just a bit too tight and it didn't give that like baggy, cosy jumper vibe. So I got it in my size up and it's got these little cute buttons on, and I thought this was like a nice transitional piece with like a little crop top underneath. You could either have it open as a cardi or do it up, but I really like this. They also had this in like a white and a cream as well, and I think they had like a mustard yellow, but that's a bit adventurous for me, so I just got the black. So yeah, that's the little mini Primark haul. Okay, I just wanted to go in and grab some bits because I know that Primark rotate their stock so frequently. Like if you see something you like, you literally have to get it on the day, even if it's like for the next season. Plans for the rest of the afternoon. It is now 10 to 2. I am currently awaiting our Tesco delivery, our first Tesco shop. How exciting. Okay, food shop has just arrived. I'm going to whiz through it because as I show you, I'm going to pack it away straight away. So, cheeses. As I mentioned probably about 20 times in this video, we're going to have a barbecue this week. So I just got some fake cheese slices. So I call it fake cheese. This is fake cheese to us. And then I got some halloumi for the barbecue because halloumi on a barbecue is probably like my favourite thing of a barbecue. We got some Greek yoghurt for Sam. He likes to have this with his breakfast, and I like to have like a soya yoghurt, so I went for some vanilla Alpro this week. Then got some blueberries. That's what Sam likes to have his yoghurt with, and then we just got a bag of potatoes. Then meat-wise, I just got some sausages because I love a burnt sausage on the barbecue, like a proper black charcoaly sausage. So I just got a pack of those, and then chicken breast fillets for my lunches in the week. That's what I like to have. And then I got a big pack of chicken thigh fillets because I thought we could have these on the barbecue in like pita breads and stuff. We've got 2 packs of beef mince. We live on this at the moment. I've mentioned before I'm trying to up my protein as much as possible, and beef is like my hair. What is my hair doing? And beef is like amazing for that. I think like in one steak there's like 40 grams of protein or something like that. So if I haven't hit my protein throughout the day, I like to have like a beef in my dinner, and it just ups the protein so much. So we usually have like meatballs, spaghetti bolognese, that kind of thing with beef mince. And then we got 2 ribeye steaks. Got a bag of ice for my iced coffees. I get so many comments about the fact I buy ice. Like I'm proper picky with my ice. I don't know what it is, and I know that sounds pathetic, but like when I make ice myself, it's just not the same. But milks this week, we've got this one. By the way, I'm like 99.999% sure this is the oat milk that Starbucks use, because my mum bought this for me the other week when we went to stay with her, and I made myself an iced coffee in the morning, and I'm not joking, it tasted exactly like a brown sugar oat shake and espresso from Starbucks, so I'm pretty convinced that this is the milk that they use. And then I got this. I absolutely love this milk. This is my favourite dairy-free milk ever, but you can't get it in like Lidl, or even Waitrose don't do it, so I've never been able to get it really. So I picked this up because obviously now we're Tesco peeps in this house. So it's vanilla flavour Outpro. Honestly, this tastes like a dessert. It tastes like custard as milk. It's like custard milk. So I got that as a little treat for my iced coffees. And then got some rigatoni. This is our, oh, it's split, oh well. This is our favourite pasta ever. This shape of pasta is top tier pasta. And then we've got some little mini corn on the cobs for the barbecue. Again, absolutely love a corn on the cob on the barbecue. Then, this is not for me. I cannot stand tuna, but Sam has this every day for his lunches. Honestly, when he's preparing his lunch, and it's tuna, I literally have to stay well away from the sink because it literally makes me want to gag. And then I saw these, and I thought these would be perfect to make like pittas and wraps, because I like a chicken pitta. But does anyone else struggle to like pop the pitta open and stuff it? Every time I do it, it rips. Like it's too thin for me to get any filling in there. So these are like big wraps, but they're like pitta bread in texture. We go through eggs, literally like no one in this house. So we get 30 eggs a week. And then Sam likes having, oh my god. Sam likes having toasted English muffins with strawberry jam on as like a little pre-workout snack, or before he goes on a really long run, he'll have this as like a little, I don't know, pre-workout energy, I guess. So I just got him some jam and some English muffins. And then how many times do I want to bang on about protein? I'm not trying to be a fitness girly. As you can probably tell, my knowledge on diets and fitness and whatever, it's not top tier. Like, I'm not a fitness girly. All I'm trying to do is up my protein, and I know I keep saying this, I probably sound like a broken record, but I have never ever felt the difference in my body so much. Like, I never realised the importance of it. And the last few months when I've been upping my protein, I've never felt so toned and like felt the muscle difference in my body. So I'm gonna try and keep on with it and incorporate as much protein as I possibly can into my diet. So I like to have little things like this in the house, so that I'm so hot and sweaty and out of breath. Sorry if I'm literally panting right now. But if I've not hit my protein by the end of the day, or I just fancy a snack, instead of reaching for like some crisps or a squares bar or some chocolate or whatever, I like to have these in just so that it's giving me a bit of protein. And I know they're not the best in the world, but they're a lot better than what I'd usually reach for, which is like a cookie or something like that. So I got these ones. I've never had these ones before, but I've had the chocolate version and they were delicious. It's literally like a Snickers bar-esque type thing. I'm not going to brag that it was exactly like a Snickers bar, but it had similar vibes. So I picked up the peanut butter version of those, and these have, I swear I read that it has 10 grams of protein in it. I think it's around about 10 grams, 7 grams of protein, so they're not as much as I thought they did, but these ones have 10 grams of protein in, and I love this brand. I actually really enjoy the taste of these bars. They're just like nuts and dark chocolate, which is my kind of vibe, so I got some of those and some naked bars. And then last but not least, just a pack of Coke Zeros, which we like to have in the fridge, especially when it's like hot. We love to have like an iced cold Coke Zero, it just hits. And that's pretty much it. We don't do a huge food shop. I get a lot of comments on when I share our food shop on TikTok, basically saying that we don't get a lot, like where are the snacks, where are the meals. We don't really snack in this house, apart from when we're having like a weekend where we want to sit and watch TV, a rock day, what we were talking about the other day. Unless we're going to sit and do that, we don't religiously buy snacks all the time because we don't need them. We eat 3 big meals a day, and I don't want, honestly, I'm boring myself now, but when I eat enough protein a day, it fills me up, so I don't need snacks. Like 3 meals is enough for me when I'm eating the right amount of protein. Before, when I wasn't eating the right amount of protein and I was basically just living off of carbs, I was always hungry and I'd be a grazer and I'd snack all day. Like, I used to call myself a grazer, and I'd eat 3 meals a day and snacks on top of that, like constantly. And if you need snacks, if you're hungry in the day and you want snacks, obviously eat snacks. Don't deprive yourself. But I just don't ever feel the need to have them unless obviously I'm trying to get more protein in that I've not hit through my meals. But more often than not, when I've eaten the right amount of protein, I'm not hungry, because protein fills you up and keeps you going, basically. So yeah, that's why we don't buy loads of snacks. And I find if we don't have junk, well, it's a fact, if we don't have junk in the house, we can't eat it because it's not there. So we do treat ourselves at the weekend. Obviously, as you've seen, we get biscuits and crisps and whatever when we're fancying it, but we try not to do that every week just because that would be lethal. And I told you, the cookie jar that we filled for the autumn video was gone 3 days after I filmed that, so not refilling that just because we don't need to be eating a jar of cookies every week. But anyway, yeah, that was the food shop. I'm gonna go now and take all my makeup off because I'm so sweaty and hot. It is now 20 past 3. I've got a few bits of editing to do, then I need to send some content off to some brands, take my makeup off, and then probably wind up work and chill for the evening. I need to pack all the rest of this away that I've just thrown everywhere. Morning guys, it's now the next day. We are on Thursday, so we've nearly made it to a full week in this vlog, a full working week. I just made the most perfect coffee ever. I used that vanilla soy milk that I got yesterday in the food shop as like a little creamy topper, and it's literally the perfect colour. You know when you look at a coffee and you can just tell it's going to be good from its colour? This is giving like the perfect colour to me. Oh, so good. But yeah, I've just got back from the gym, literally like 15 minutes ago. Obviously made myself a coffee. I'm going to go up, get showered, do my skincare and get sorted because I actually managed to get a last minute appointment today for a skin peel, because you might have noticed yesterday I've just been quickly editing some of the footage from yesterday and my skin looked awful when we were doing that food shop. So basically where I'm at with my skin journey, I know I go on about it all the time, but I know a lot of you suffer as well. So I like to share like a bit about my journey and my progress, everything like that. I was actually in a really good place with my skin the last few weeks. It had completely cleared. It was just scarring that was left on my chin. I was actually at a point where I didn't have any active spots on my face, which is probably the first time that I've had that in years, I want to say. And I think it was a mixture of like going on holiday and being in the sun, and my purge from the retinol use had finally come to an end. I think I'm just going to be one of those people that literally purges for so long. Like it was coming up to like 6-7 months of purging. So I think I'd finally come out at the end of that. And now my face is just flared up again. I don't know if it's been my diet, because my diet's not been great. Obviously this weekend we had a complete splurge and just ate what we wanted. Obviously I've been on holidays and stuff like that, and I've been eating dairy again basically, because I did cut dairy out last month completely. Like I had a complete detox from dairy, and I think that did the world of good for my skin, I'm not going to lie. But it's such a commitment to cut out dairy. You don't realise how much milk is used in so many different things. And when I was on holiday and things like that, like we were all inclusive at our hotel, and I just don't want to restrict my diet like that. So I did just go back into eating dairy again. So I don't know if that's a combination of what's left my skin up. But yeah, I basically am starting Tret. So I'm going on a tretinoin. So I'm going to go to my skin clinic today, and I think we're going to do a skin peel, and then I'm going to buy the Tret from them and start my journey on Tret, which I'm quite scared about. I'm not going to lie, my skin is probably going to hate it, and I'm going to purge, and I'm just not mentally ready for it, but I just have to get it done. I just have to get it done because I feel like Tret is the only thing that is actually going to save my skin, and so did the people at the clinic that I go to. They agree that Tret is the right option for me. So we've got to get it done, and I'd rather purge sort of like through the winter, like the autumn winter, going into the summer. But it's just so hard, like when part of your job is, this is going to sound like really vain, it sounds so contradictory because I film myself all the time and I'm like, obviously this is a part of my line of work, but when you have to like look in the viewfinder or look at footage of yourself and your skin just looks, well, my skin is just covered in spots, like it knocks your confidence so much, and unless you've experienced it yourself, you'll never understand like how much it does affect your confidence and your overall mood. Like this past month with my skin being clear, I wake up, I look in the mirror and it just puts me in a good mood for the rest of the day. But on the opposite side of that, when my skin's bad and I'm having a flare up and I wake up and look in the mirror, it just starts my day off on such a bad foot, and you just can't get away from it when it's on your face, obviously. And I know there's people out there that obviously have it a lot worse than I do. But just dumping on you right now, just acne dumping on you right now. But yeah, anyway, I'm gonna go get sorted and then I will maybe try and film a little bit of my appointment, and I'll probably catch up with you after I've had my skin peel. Okay, so I just got back from my appointment and I didn't actually have a skin peel in the end. It was more like a catch up and a consultation type thing with the lovely lady that does my skin. They also have like a skin scanner in there. So sorry if you can hear the fan in the background, by the way. I literally need that fan right now. I am dying in this heat. I've just tried to sit out in our garden and it's just not happening. But anyway, yeah, I had a bit of a consultation and a catch up with the lady that does my skin. I went in the skin scanner. It basically scans and checks like the oil levels in your skin. It shows any sort of like damage, like obviously highlights your breakouts and things like that, and we kind of came together to make a plan of action going forward and to also start my Tret journey. So they didn't actually have the Tret in clinic, so they've ordered it and it's hopefully going to arrive tomorrow, so I can start officially on my Tret tomorrow, which is exciting. And I did also buy a couple of products. I spent an obscene amount of money again. I feel like the amount of money I have spent on my skin is disgusting, and for it to still not be great, kind of devastating, I'm not gonna lie. But I'm really hoping that this is going to be the last stretch now, and I'm sort of on my way to clear skin, I really hope. So the products that I bought are a baggie. I've spoken about this brand all the time because I've been using their products the last few months when I've been going to this clinic. So this is a new product. I haven't tried this one out yet. It's a benzoyl peroxide, 5%, and it's an acne treatment, like moisturiser lotion type thing. So I'm to apply this after my pore therapy and after cleansing as like a moisturiser treatment. And she said that you can also use this as like a spot specific treatment. So if you've got like a breakout or you've got a big juicy spot, you can just apply it to that area or that spot. So excited to try this. I do love this range of products. It's just so pricey. But obviously skin is an investment, I know that, and these are like medical grade products. You can't just buy these in Boots or whatever, so they are going to be a bit more pricey. And then we've also got the cleanser that I was using beforehand, before I bought the cheaper version. I think it's Cetaphil that I've been using. Yeah, it's like a cheaper version of this, but she wanted me to go back on this one. So the whole range that I'm using is this Cleansiderm range by a baggie. So I'm going to keep you updated obviously on my skin journey. Again, apologies to anyone who doesn't suffer with acne or who isn't interested in skincare. I know it's not for everyone, but I wanted to keep you updated, and literally as the day is going on, my breakouts are just getting worse and worse, and I'm kind of gutted, I'm not going to lie, because my skin was feeling really clear a few weeks ago, or even a week ago. It was feeling a lot clearer than this. So yeah, excited to start my little skincare journey, my new skincare journey. But yeah, rest of the day, we've got the fan on. I have just filled my water bottle up with cherries and berries, squash and loads of ice. I've got the fan on full blast. I'm going to go and get my laptop, finish some laptopy bits, and then I think me and Sam are actually going to have the barbecue tonight because he's feeling a bit down in the dumps today, bless him. He's not having the greatest time at work at the moment, so I thought we could have a nice little evening together and cheer him up. Happy Friday. It is now Friday. Me and Sam had such a nice evening last night. We were outside for ages and we had such a nice little barbecue, so I really enjoyed that. This morning it is thick fog, like it is giving winter vibes. It's giving Christmas vibes today, so I've gone round and I've turned on all of our little lights and I'm going to make myself a coffee and go and start work for the day. But I think I'm going to wrap this video up now because I'm aware I've got quite a lot of footage and I know this is going to be a really long video. I'd also love your opinion on like the length of these videos. Do you prefer a shorter video, like a spend the day with me that's more like 20 to 30 minutes, or do you prefer the longer full weekly vlogs? Please let me know in the comments because obviously I'm trying to make content that you guys like and enjoy watching, so your feedback would be really appreciated. My skin is not happy this morning, by the way, so if you can see a big whopper on my forehead, that's why. So yeah, thank you so much if you've made it to this point in the video. I appreciate you so much and hopefully I will see you in the next one.